Hello, welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 11th of May for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. You can also chat to me direct on Twitter at HoroscopeAce, or you can subscribe to your free daily horoscope or monthly free astrology magazine by seeing the link beneath this video. Well, when it comes to astrological weeks, it doesn't get much busier than this one. It's absolutely jam-packed with changes, and some of these are very exciting. Saturn, the planet of structure, begins its retrograde in the sign of Aquarius on Monday. It's going to retrace its steps and then move back into the sign of Capricorn on the 2nd of July before returning to Aquarius on the 17th of December. Also this week, on Tuesday, Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into its home zone of Gemini, where it joins up with Venus and, of course, the North Node. Now, this is going to give us an opportunity to flex our mental muscles that much more quickly, but also, ironically, on Wednesday, Venus in Gemini also goes into retrograde, which will last through to the 23rd of June. Also on Wednesday, Mars moves out of Aquarius and into Pisces, the 12th solar house. And finally, on Thursday, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, starts to retrace its steps in the sign of Capricorn, and it's going to be in reverse for 4 long months. Now, already Pluto is retracing its steps in Capricorn too. So these are very significant changes. Also, we have a quarter moon on Thursday in the sign of Aquarius. And when it comes to our resources, our financial planning, or even our friendships, I do feel that the quarter moon does ask us to be a little more cautious in our approach when it comes to what we are getting into. So if there is some kind of way you're flexing to COVID-19, trying to be flexible, which would be a very positive thing to do. And obviously the conversations we have this week with Mercury's help can be very helpful, but it is going to be important to just have maybe a short-term plan as well as that longer-term plan. Now, this week also sees Venus continue its long square with Neptune, and with Venus now in retrograde, the potential for muddle around relationships is heightened. But it also can make us much more sensitive to other people. So is there a tide that we need to be more open to raise our vibration, to perhaps connect to someone in a different way? Also, right through this week, the Sun in Taurus is forging an amazing link with Pluto in Capricorn in the part of our situation to deal with worldly interaction. Now, this suggests that if we can go with the flow around the changes we're being pushed to make at the moment, it actually is going to be a much smarter thing to do than to try to cling on to something that is going to fundamentally alter. And if we can therefore accept that our values, our outlook, our associations, our whole mindset is in a state of, some would say flux, some would say evolution. It depends on our relationship to this crisis. But if we can go with it, it will be something that we can benefit more from than if we try to resist it. Your specific forecast, Leo, suggests that with Saturn, the planet of structure, but also boundaries, discipline, but also limitations going into a retrograde in your sector of relationships, that could be an area that you're going to need to work a bit harder at. Now, that's not to say you're not working hard at the moment, but perhaps it will require a little bit more conscious effort, if you would like. Now, this week, of course, does have a lot of retrograde energy going on, but with Mercury moving into the most sociable part of your scope, that does give you an opportunity to network, even if it has to be digitally. But of course, different countries are in different phases of this. If you're fortunate enough to be able to go out and interact more, you may seize the opportunity. Venus going retrograde, however, does suggest that if you have got or are in of involvement where you're less certain about what the future holds because it's in your sector of the future and in that link with Neptune, which is very much about resources, perhaps if you are involved in some kind of relationship where the other person sees something very differently to you, and it could be a business tie as much as a personal one, the quarter moon, which also is asking you to be mindful of how you interact with others, could give you food for thought. But despite that, Mercury does forge a gorgeous link with Uranus in the second half of this week. And it could be a friend who comes up with a brilliant suggestion or idea about how you may change your career. And even if it is a bit left field, I wouldn't dismiss it out of hand. They may actually have a wonderful insight into your situation, but also your potentials. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for having joined me. If you'd like to check out having a one-to-one with me, please see the testimonials beneath this video. If you've yet to access Serious Astrology, you can also check out my astrology reports, which are very affordable, and you can get a character analysis and also 12-month forecast, totally unique to you, and get 30% off. Also, please see beneath this video. But for now, stay safe, take care, and good luck.